are the bulwark of the North. Behold the unyielding Motherland. Through the teachings of the Great Orthodoxy, this world's end is kept at bay. Join us! Pledge yourself to the Ice Court! Defend the legacy of Kislev!
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 10 of our Tzarina Katarin Immortal Empires campaign. We are here a total of 2 turns later where Katarin has recruited up her Griffin Legion here, who have names. Actually, the names threw me off for half a moment. These are Griffin Legion. Let's call them We Have Arrived. Either way, we have actually given some names out to some of our warriors here. So our Zargard are the champions of Kislev and the champions of Prague. We just need one more for the champions of Erengrad, and they can have, basically we'll have champions from each of our different towns here for our Zargard. We'll have the Shield of the Bear, the Glacial Pistols, the Axes of Volksgrad for our Armored Kossars. We've got Kishel's Fury, the Glaives of the Queen, the Rhyme Guard, and Katarin's Greetings for our Ice Guard here. We have Arrived, Winged Hussars, and Fists of the Tzarina. We've got the DoorDash Stavropol from last time, and the Ursun's Harbingers. Good old Mochi, Uber Eats Belgorod, and then the Ursun's Roar for our other little Grom units there. So we have skipped on 2 turns here because the enemy just has done a lot of work smashing through our settlements, and I avoided a good deal of my own salt. So we lost Alexandrinov, Rugu's over here raiding. We are very quickly recruiting up units to try to chase him off. Kevin and such are going to chase off the Beastmen there, and then we're going to turn to worry about what's happening to the north because we have now been declared upon by the Tallyman of Pestilence. As well as, looks like good old Warhost of the Apocalypse have taken down the main stronghold for Malachi, and so he's going to be on the run, which is no good for anyone up here. We've got lots of enemies, and we're going to be playing fairly defensively. Alright, real fast jump cut, but as I was saying, we are going to be playing very aggressive defense going forward here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to capture a majority of the old Oblast settlements, and then defeat these armies as they move in after us. There's going to be lots. So these are just 2 full stacks that aren't even led by Archaon. Lovely. So his vassals are actually working very well alongside, where they're actually working with one another, whereas if they're on your team and you're playing as Archaon, they just do whatever they want, even if you tell them what to do. It's lovely. Good to see the AI working together. We will take Katarin here with her newly upgraded army and move on Volksgrad immediately.
Unleash Kislev's wrath.
And then before we do claim the city, we shall continue that siege, and it's time to activate another invocation of the Motherland. We are going to switch over from Salyak to Ursun, while we claim back the settlements that so rightly belong to us, and also cause a bit of attrition to enemy armies while they move into our lands too, so we should want them to be forcibly taking attrition, and also getting us 5 supporters when we retake our lost lands. Got another Druzhina down here, Maxim Islevov, and he is rolling in with Volksgrad's Vengeance, Gale's Fury, the Yedich Reclaimers, and then the Novcholzian Elites for a squad of very mobile light bear sleds.
Move out!
We'll move into Prague proper. We'll take down Volksgrad here. Really don't think this is a battle we should need to fight. Ranger Standard here to Katarin. War Banner to our Patriarch, and then extra speed to Lady Lesa. Right, so let's go ahead and choose Violence and show off our little Grom units. Alright, let's do it. Absolutely no reason for us to be bringing all of this hatred to the battle, but let's unleash some doom upon those who have wronged us. We do have only 2 little Grom units. Little Grom! But they will be pretty devastating to walls. I think they should have a pretty high, 100% bonus, even though these cannonballs are the size of, actually pretty close to the size of half of a war sled. These are huge cannonballs. We'll go ahead and set up We can knock down this tower. We will throw all of the Ice Guard into the woods here.
We fight for Ursun!
These ladies up front.
Ice Guard!
Armored Kossars will just gotta take the flanks. Zarguard behind everyone else there. And then we'll put bear sleds on this side. Even Cat in the woods with our new winged lancers. And actually, let's go ahead and take a look at a lot of our units here. Most of these guys are completely new. And our enemies have been avoiding us. You got your winged lances on the heavy war sleds. But I think just a normal amount of armor on. They have some extra shields and such, where your other bear sleds don't have these big shoulder pauldron shields. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. They're just a little bit slower too, just with all the extra armor. And then our proper winged hussars, the Griffin Legion. They've got the weird icy spikes on their horses too. Maybe I wouldn't have the ice spikes on the Griffin Legion if you're not playing as the Ice Court. So if you're Boris or Castalton, maybe you have different ornaments. But it looks good when it's for Katarin, and she would definitely be enchanting everyone's armor that she possibly could. All right, well let's go ahead and put the lances back in the woods there. Katarin, Leysa, and our new bear patriarch. Let's grab these two war sleds and, like I said, put them over here so we can make the enemy think we're taking from that side too. And we'll just charge on in, no reason for groups. Little Grom. Tower. Katarin, you can't take down the walls with this big beastie, so let's just move in on the gatehouse.
Guardian of Katarin!
Patriarch!
And you guys go help.
Absolute opinion!
Absolute obedience. We will simply move the Ice Court in, the Ice Guard in to fire up and over the walls. Little Grom missing their targets. It's just a tower, boys. Really, they can't shoot it. I wonder why. Here, come over here then. Weirdness that is. All sorts of strange happenings here. She was, I guess, gonna run into the wall. Who really knows? Katarin has made it. We'll go ahead and do the good old Frostfang here on these 4 Chorf Warriors.
Greatest of witches!
This is a little bit silly because Little Grom's gonna get shot at now. Drop the speed on these guys here. We will Heart of Winter anything that wants to sit here in this position. Seems like a bad place to be.
I am the blizzard!
You guys taking damage? Are the Ice Guards starting to fire? What's going on here? Could have just been cannonballs that went wide. Okay, they're starting to get some pretty good damage now. Snow Leopard, let's go ahead and get a little bit closer. Heart of Winter is too chilly for the Fire Dwarfs. Yes, in tier 2 now. I would run. That damage is pretty hefty. See if I can get them to fire on the Battle Cat here instead. Kossars, go ahead and advance. You guys as well. Little Grom, keep blasting away. Alright, now let's go ahead and knock a hole in the walls here. Now that we no longer have to worry about getting shot up.
Tzarina Katarin!
Almost to the gates.
Champion of the Motherland!
What if we could froze the gate? They can't move.
Sons of Kislev!
Alright, knock knock, gates are open.
Move on ice!
We're headed on in.
Tzarina
Nerissa, you froze them and move over to this group next. We'll just keep dancing around. So our Ice Guard annihilates the poor guys on the wall. And if we go think back, Ice Guard used to have penetration on their shots where each arrow would hit, I think it was 3 targets, which was just insane.
The Motherland holds the point!
They're not nearly as powerful now, but now still the elites of the Queen.
Refusion!
Go ahead and give you that heals. Seems like our I was about to talk smack, but no, it's charging through just fine.
Execute them!
I will go ahead and do some frost damage here.
Ursun! Malia! Dodge!
Here come the Griffin. Run, 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 run. That had better not be a Dreadquake. Alright, it's not, but it's still something that spooked the ever-living bejesus out of me. Go ahead and heal up. Charge back in. Overcast the good old ice. That is that group. Little Grom, can you help out here with these orc laborers? Not the orc laborers, the chore warriors in the back line here for me. Everyone else, fire on this group. Look at that damage, even the armor. Not saving them. I will summon the Bowcat in behind them. Get out, boys. Alright, Griffin Legion's here. Let's go get these Hobgoblins next. Yeah, let's Dwarf Warriors for but a moment. Yeah, run up on these Gobbo Archers. I'm gonna send Arcady to the platform. Battle sleds move into the zone. But it's more or less just target practice here. Target practice and watching the excellent animations of the Frostworm. But when these guys showed up, they were one of the worst units in Kislev's roster by far for the cost. They look incredible, but some of their animations don't hit any units. And it seems like they have one of the, or at least they did have one of the biggest overall unit models in the entire game. Oh, look at the Hobgoblins trying to cheese us. How cute. Yeah, I will try to run back and forth on your platform because it knows that your pathing will switch back and forth at the same time. So just to delay you, they'll do goofy stuff like that. Not that it will, not that it saves them. Volksgrad reclaimed. Right, step 1 to reclaiming our lands. Run while you can there, Chaos Dwarves.
My frozen kingdom expands.
Expands. We're reclaiming. Forcer for the Golden Knight, which is perfect. Get rid of all that Chaos Dwarf corruption. Actually would love to see them get their own Hushut brand. It would definitely make our corruption bar here quite cluttered, but we need one that's dedicated to the Bull God. Volksgrad, I'm not going to be doing any upgrading on. All of these settlements at the moment are completely expendable for kind of luring chaos in and defeating them there. Golden Aegis, chosen successor, this just makes her a lot more powerful. Kislev, unite. As she takes more damage, more leadership and a melee attack for everyone around her, for the sake of the Motherland. I'll just do the Vigorous Drill then, so Tzarina Katarin has a 66% less stamina loss.
They are one people.
Alright, Marks.
Drużyna.
I do think it's completely safe to move him up in March. We don't see him doing any recruiting, but that doesn't mean anything. What we'll do is we'll just actually come up into Prague proper. I thought is what I was already up to. We must have initiated combat before then.
Of the Motherland. I need only
And then
the
here at
best.
Kislev, we can do no more for the time being. But we are at that 5 growth, so what do we need to upgrade this? 10,000? We can start saving for the impenetrable city.
Oh yeah.
We can also get more gold here with the market, which will allow us to have even more elite troops, which I think is the better call for now. And then the kilns will give us more income from markets, 3% faction-wide is sold. Now you and Kevin and Alexander can hunt down
Lord of all.
Rudigu.
I said march.
I said March.
Drużyna.
We just a little ways too far away, that's fine. We can have Alexander initiate the combat.
Bow to me.
And like that, we should be able to resolve them.
It's immense.
That's right. Did we lose anyone? No, we'll go ahead and grab the Banner of Prague on our warriors, and then the leadership also on our warriors so that they stay and fight to the bitter end.
Hearts of ice.
There goes that invading force of beastmen. Burgers for the grill. We'll go ahead and take the extra gold here.
Care I for peasants.
We'll definitely need it to rebuild here at Alexandrinov,
March.
which is going to be Alexander's duty. And then here for you, Kevin, let's...
Come, we march.
Yes, we do. Bringing him over to Prague or Kislev to start getting some actually decent units would be lovely. Printing out some of these Kossars. We don't have much time, if any. How long would it be through
More warriors to defend Kislev.
global? Because I'm curious. We get better global, I think, over here in Prague. Maybe 4 turns at the very least. 2 for the light sleds, which actually is not so bad. And Streltsy. We can make Kevin a Streltsy and war sled crew. They're very expensive that way. And I'd like to say, like I said, for the impenetrable city of Kislev. Much to do. Let's go for the marketplace here in Ostrovsk, and then
Defender of Kislev.
Kevin, just come on up for a Strogov. We really can't afford to retrofit your army just yet. We'll try to keep Katarin very mobile, as well as this light war sled army here. Alright, and assign skill points for Glacial Gale. Oh, I named them because I thought she got taken out. Thank goodness she's not. You were fine, Gale. We'll go ahead and give you the Gust of True Flight, max that one on out. So it costs the very minimum there. And then for Pavel, let's keep working down towards the Enduring Devotion, which will give him and everyone around him more melee defensive leadership and immunity to psychology, as long as Pavel's bonking heads. Let's go Soothsaying.
Boyar of Kislev.
Alexander. Let's give you firing drills before we start upgrading his own combat skills, but with them maxed, I think we're buffing him up too, because your boyars are very good at fighting. 15 bonus V infantry makes them beat most other lords in a one-on-one. Not all, but most. 2 devotion generated. I'll go ahead and upgrade that. We'll be punching a fair bit of coin out of the Forces of Chaos soon. Alright, let's skip on through. Wants us to repair these 2. Absolutely not. Alright, Reichland has a outpost going on in. It looks like the War Host of the Apocalypse is trying to chase the rest of Malachi out of existence, which is no fun for him. The Forces of Chaos have fled, which means actually they're probably going to come through the mountains next time. Katarin, you come on up here and claim Yedich.
Mistress of Ice.
Just haul Cheek away from us as fast as you can.
Kislev endures.
She's terrifying now.
And forever.
We will go ahead and occupy.
It is mine by right.
Don't feel the need to sack any of our friendly territory and have to fight off rebellions at the same time as everything else over here. Right, that's the Oblast under control once more. We will go ahead and grab Verge of the Steppes. I'm still not going to repair anything over here except for... No, nothing at all.
I do it for Kislev.
Katarin, we need 3 more skills before we get her battle sled. Snow Leopard stock, 20% more speed and stock for all of them. I think that's a pretty fantastic ability there.
A gift from Kislev's great
Ochi
gods.
is now incredibly sneaky. I'm actually going to grab Maxim here and bring him over towards...
As is my right. If it honors Ursun, the way
Don't worry,
is
I will.
onwards.
First, though, we need you to get
Baron of the Motherland.
rebuild Alexandrinov here, no matter how much gold it... Oh, it's so
My
expensive.
lands extend further.
Yeah, they do, but at extreme cost.
My decision is law.
Grab more warriors and proper Kossars.
Champion
Maxim,
of Kislev.
can you make it to Ostrovsk?
Chosen
Oh, gross,
Družina.
no. Okay, well,
Double
I'll stand for the
pace.
2 of you.
I lead, you follow.
I lead, you follow.
Leader of Kislev's warriors.
Let's bring these war sleds into Kevin's army and then kick out whatever we...
Pride in Kislev keeps us warm.
Pride in Kislev keeps us warm. Grab these 4 and turn for the war sleds. Glorious, and then, oh, these were golds here.
The kiss of midwinter is upon us.
Let's trade out the elites. I think most of these guys actually are, so switch. We'll do that switch only. That'll work. And then we'll just go ahead and kick these guys out.
War
I'm not paying
spares
for 'em.
decisions.
And then we'll bring you on back down to Kislev to go
Sing,
recruit some more little
dance, and
Grom.
drink.
Kevin, you hang on,
Your
I'll
lord
throw
has
to give us
arrived.
maximum control there.
One land.
Alright, sweet. That is another Over here, we'll go for... Yeah, Purge the Steps, I think, is the call. Even boosting income by 5% really isn't going to be doing that much for us. Alright, we've got ourselves Loyalties Proven. Tensions between the Tzarina's agents and the Great Orthodoxy increase, spilling further out from the capital and into the Oblasts. The Adamant is called upon by the factions to prove his loyalty once more. This is the one that is already loyal to the Orthodoxy. We'll go ahead and have him be a Reverent Patriarch, so reverence to the Patriarch. That way we're double buffing that one up here. Alright, they're just running the hills. We've got another choice too. Great. Loyalties revealed. We will have you be loyal to the Frost Maidens. Actually, no, the Cursed City also recruits a lot of Orthodoxy lads, so we'll go ahead and grab the Orthodoxy loyalist. So most of the time we're going to be recruiting the Ice Maidens here in the River Urskoi.
Born to rule.
Alright, perfect. No more gold really left over. It's lovely that Castalton's somehow finding a way to generate some supporters. Good for you. I'd love you to come out of Hell Pit and help me, though.
Stiff drink will warm us, yes?
In fact, I'm going to give you some more coordination, buddy. Oh, we can only tell you to defend, huh? Well, never mind. That's not very useful. Alright, in we zoom. And turn. What we'll likely do is go for Katarin's quest battle here. Right, Kevin is many turns in March, so Idle Hands of the Ruin of Success, giving him more movement range and more line of sight.
Guardian of
Absolutely lovely. What we will then do, I'm going to trust... Which has worked so far, hasn't it? I was going to say, I'm going to trust Castalton to handle the Mountains of Morn for now, or like the Norscan Mountains for now. We're going to hold Cheeks up to the Lair of the Troll King here, and try to go after Shok-Trocken. So they have retreated, falled back, yeah, that's exactly proper English. They've fallen back.
Defy.
Katarin, you come on out of... They're likely building up in Karak Vrag. If they come over and hit Novchazi or any of these settlements again, this just allows us to build up even more supporters with Ursun for claiming settlements, which I think is fantastic for us. We'll come on out.
Tzarina's duty.
And now we will take to the field against the Crystal Cloak battle, which is one that I'm always loath to fight. Ambush battles are always nice and fun, although it thinks we are going to absolutely backhand them to the wall now, so let's find out. Tzeentch is going to be ambushing us. Alright, well, let's find out if we can hold them off. The Crystal Cloak once belonged to the Khan Queens before it was stolen away by the agents of Tzeentch. It now lies in the center of the fractal maze. The crystalline walls channel magic at the cloak to fray it, and thus reveal the power Tzeentch requires to merge crystal and ice, linking his realm to the Motherland. Oh, so you can just link permanently to the Motherland? That's horrifying. Katarin must act quickly to reclaim the cloak.
A trap, then. They come before we enter the Changer's maze. Clear the path, my subjects. The crystal cloak was worn by the Khan Queens of all. I claim it. And even the hexes of Tzeentch cannot overrule my birthright. Steady your hearts, brothers and sisters of Kislev. The great deceiver sends his puppets. The Motherland protects.
Alright, I'm skipping that because we're getting attacked. I'm not going to allow us to get it. Oh, so nothing was actually happening. It was a pretend. What on earth? They just let them come on in and immediately hit them. Fair, alright. Arcady, let's move in to go after some of these Doom Knights. We're getting... We're smacked. But rolling up the hill there, heavy war sleds. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna be fine, don't worry. Are we, though? Current fight. We're gonna pull some of the Ice Guard ladies away so they can fire. Now we're just getting annihilated by the fire up there. Katarin, get up on up the hill. Griffin Legion. Get up there. Mochi keep defending here against these Doom Knights. Freeze them in place. We gotta turn all of our hand cannon lads around Katarin. Keep fighting. Zargard, let's go ahead and hunt this group down. Griffin Legion, you need to kind of pull away from wherever you're at. Little Grom's getting blasted. War sleds, push through. In fact, use the charge on this Herald of Tzeentch to get you closer. Come on, then. Alright, war sleds now back through. Take lots of damage, but I trust you. Take goodness of the Griffin Legion. Alright, other side handled. Cannons. Start blasting in here. Thank goodness for those war sleds armor. Little Grom almost got taken out, but not today. Go ahead and silence this fool for me. Everyone step up to blast these Doom Knights. Griffin Legion turn. They put you at every disadvantage there for that battle. That's awesome. Frost on you. Pull the sleds away now just so they can kind of hang out in the back line and keep blasting fools. Thank you, little Grom, although I think you just took out one of your friendlies. One fire on the Herald. Pull the Ice Guard back. Defenders of Kislev. Ooh. Fun battle, but definitely one where you were up against it. Sure. Back to the abyss with you, Foul 7th Siege. Alright. Even with the flamethrowers cooking on us for a moment, they didn't really get all that much damage at all. Double claw swipe. I'm gonna keep swinging at this part of him, see if we can cut him and dissect him like a Darth Maul. And there's that. I don't think we lost a single one of our sleds, so they'll replenish nicely. And we'll take it. Close victory. Alright, only 54 of our own fall to fighting, and most of the damage went to the single entities and to our Ice Guard, who got a little bit torched by one of the flamers there. We will go ahead and take the extra replenishment. What's a good bit of replenishment? We'll go ahead and take the gold.
They are no.
They are nothing. Plus, we need the money to upgrade Kislev itself. Up to 13,000 treasury. And that's the Crystal Cloak claim. So 6 armor, 10% more ward save. Enemy heroes are going to have a harder time. We'll be wounded for less time. More melee defense. And the passive ability that is going to give us 20% ward save every time we cast. Cheap spells are going to be her bread and butter here. Kislev to the impenetrable city. The largest of cities are run by a council of adamants, all with their own vested interests on how to make the settlement prosper. Will also give us Tor's lightning for the tower projectiles. Nice and terrifying for our foes. Alright, can't do any upgrades here at Prague. Leningrad, we get a little bit better growth and then more construction reduction construction cost reduction for all of our buildings. And then we can get this stacked up across a couple would be very nice.
Goya.
We also now have the Dodge's Hearthblades Zargard, which I think will make for an excellent bodyguard here for Alexander.
I accept only loyal men.
Good to hear. We'll also go ahead and probably keep you here in Alexandrinov for now. Step out back in and we'll just hold the line here. That does seem to be where they try to penetrate our lands from.
Tzarina Katarin.
Alright, points for Katarin. I'm going to go ahead and ignore the Guardian Call for now, and we are going to keep buffing up. We're going to start moving down now the blue line, that we can drop the upkeep. cost for our entire army here, and also give us a little bit more replenishment, which will be very important. So we'll come on in and grab... I actually think Reassuring Presence will be the best call here. We can completely ignore some of the Chaos Corruption when we're up in the waste.
Defy chaos.
Because we're going to have to be doing a lot of campaigning up there. We'll do training, and then we'll go for personal bodyguard. That way Katarin has more defense, and so does Lesa.
The Tzarina.
Soothsaying twice here for Arcady, and then do we have any more weapons we can give him or anything? A Dragonbane Gem is... It's something, especially against Tzeentch. Where almost all of their attacks are going to be fire-based regardless. Pit Fighter, Vodka Distiller. Go ahead and yoink this from Katarin to free her up a space. Looks good to me. Same thing with this Priest of Fall. We'll go ahead and free up some space on our actual Lord there. Alright, Katarin. We can't quite reach the Frozen Landing, but look, even just with that, we've dropped our attrition down. We'll only be losing 3 units there, which would be pretty nice.
Kislevites. Go with
We will
pride.
simply encamp. And we can threaten Frozen Landing and Shrock-Trocken, which means our foes will likely do the same over here. We'll come back aggressively towards Novchazi, which we can handle. Marks them.
Rosina,
Let's go ahead and just walk.
Respect
Well,
my
we can't do any recruiting anyway, so we'll sprint back to
the
Kislev.
Lord has arrived.
While he is traveling, we'll go ahead and pop into diplomacy. Ooh, Northern Provinces almost with like a non-aggression pact. Military access with Midland sounds nice.
Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
All right, Toddy.
As you say, sir.
We are now buddies. As you say, sir. All right. Let's zoom on back in here to Katarin. We'll leave the damage buildings in those northern oblasts, and let's end the turn.
Our common cause shall benefit the world.
All right, Malachi, you want us to join your war with the Everchosen. And while that honestly sounds like a terrible idea, we should be helping. So, yes, we will fight alongside you. How much gold do you have? Give us everything.
See that airship? Long as that's mine, I'll agree to anything.
Fair enough. Alright, the not-so-mysterious Benefactor. Anxious that he will not be remembered. Oh, we had one of these before, didn't we? After his impending demise, we have a kind of a greedy boyar that wants to be remembered. Alright, so we can have him renovate the Grand Market, or renovate the Bretonnian Quota. Let's go ahead and renovate the Grand Market. 5% melee attack is just almost nothing comparatively to a little bit of a boost to our trade tariffs. We got 2256 coming in now. Oh, it's 200 more, is it? Man. Ever since they sacked Erengrad, leveling much of the city and slaughtering a large proportion of the populace, it's an understatement to say that the survivors have no love for the barbaric Norsemen. Leadership, attack, and defense when fighting against all of the chaotic factions.
This world owes Kislev
So they just ran.
everything.
They saw Katarin on the way and they ran for the hills. That is awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is take Shrock-Trocken.
For the Motherland.
And this one we'll give over to Malachi once he takes back Shrock-Trock. So this one we auto-resolve, because
Victory
there's nothing
by
here.
blade and thrust.
And I'm going to sack the settlement because I'm going to give this over to someone else. And that's how you treat settlements that don't belong to you. Oh, can we not quite make it back in?
Fall.
Alright, here's what we'll do then.
Onward.
Hello
Never
there,
fall.
Izuna.
Stamp out chaos.
I'm going to stand right next to you and get real threatening.
One land.
Alright then. Go ahead and grab a Reassuring Presence. We drop that attrition a little bit more. This is normally kind of a weird call, but I think this is better than people give it credit for, especially when you're trying to crusade around up in the Frozen North. We also get more allegiance points with Kislevites and more control. Great. Alright, for our next technology, we, as I saw here in the Erengrad tree, we have Pirates weapons. This is where it was relocated to. I remember this was, I think, up in Prague before, and you got it very early on, where it was either, I think it was, I don't know, it was in this first category, so you could get it in the very first couple turns, and it was almost a requirement. But this gives us 10% more range, armor-piercing missile damage by 2, and then more reload time reduction by 10% for all of our Kislev units, which is fantastic. We are then going to be moving through our Erengrad tree pretty quickly. Let's do the Harbor Master's Authority into Grom's Telemetry to give us 15% more range for Grom units. Apparently cannons too. Nuln Great Cannons and Nuln Mortars. Huh.
Use this wisely, my people.
Lair the Troll King has a Khazar hut. No longer it does.
Commander of the soldiery. If it honors Urs.
Alright, what I want to do with Kevin then is be real sneaky like. Pop into an ambush here. Right in the gap between these two and see if we can't learn one of the Nurgle factions too. I will also go ahead and not upgrade Lair of the Troll King. It'd be a waste of our gold. Erengrad, we can get the Grand Market. I think that's an absolutely great idea. Kislev, we could upgrade that Grandest Citadel. Just waiting on growth here in Prague. In fact, let's go ahead and swap back over to income generated by 5%. I think giving Norden over was a little bit of a mistake. We'll go ahead and grab the gold mine here, upgrade our Orthodoxy Chapel, and take Wolfenburg up to tier 3. So upgrade our Empire settlements a bit.
Kislev's victory was always
Go ahead and repair the Orthodoxy Chapel in Plesk. Then maybe we can lure some of those foolish Dawizar on in.
so I prove my right to rule.
Indeed.
I deserve
We'll go ahead and give this lad one more warrior, and then we'll keep going for the Khazars. Glorious. Marks him.
Leader of Kislev's
Hang out in
warriors. This land is ours.
front of Kislev. So
Orson,
go ahead and
bring
channel up.
us
So whenever you do
strength.
have a witch, she will be very useful. And turn. We've got ourselves. Look at this worm poking his head out from behind the rock here. We intercepted this little tiny Azuna, and we shall be stamping him aggressively.
The shield of the old world.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Here we had just a spider run underneath us and got stepped on by our frostworm. We will go ahead and take the experience.
I would see them dead. This
Alright, so Malachi won the Battle of Krakendrak, but sacked it, so he was being a little bit greedy. We'll see if that doesn't backfire on him, because they did lose another settlement to Epidemius here. Epidemius and Throg are working together. Effen's ambush was foiled. Oh no! Get a Knight Squire for Tzarina. Oh, perfect. 8% less upkeep for Zargard units. That's fantastic. Adaman's administrators are just fine. And yeah, no, that looks good to me. We shall take...
I will make it so.
And this time we'll go ahead and just take down Shoktraken. They're definitely building up another couple armies to come invade with.
They invite.
And likely they're going to be coming through the mountains.
Kislev never falters.
So this we claim.
The motherland grows.
Dawizar doomed. Blinded by their industrial pursuits and twisted by the mania of chaos, it was too late to see the blade in front of them coming.
Kislev
Indeed.
endures.
A loyal guardian. 20% more experience gain and 10% more replenishment rate. I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah, replenishment rate and experience gain.
None shall question me.
Blessing discs, even more aura leadership effect. +5, sounds good. We have Zargard anyway, I don't think they're going to be running for the hills very much at all. Katarin. Oh, there's Archaon Air.
Absolutely not.
That'll be an... What do you mean absolutely not? That'll be a perfect duel.
Noble of the
Alright, Kevin, I'd
Oblast.
like you to try to catch Throg slipping. Let's move up to the edge of the lair of the Troll King here. And we'll get ready.
Long has Kislev's sacrifice gone unappreciated.
We won't go over the curtain walls there, but Erengrad, what we do? Watch House. Is that the recruitment section? It is indeed. Let's switch it back over to the Awaken the Land for just 5% more gold. Kislev, we will grab the Grand Citadel then. Marks, and you just keep hanging out here and
The way
channeling
is
for now.
onwards.
The time for you to recruit more units will be soon.
Ice Queen.
Alright, Adamans. Sergei has blood money. Oh, lovely. Warren goal and the gold required to fight it. It is this which dominates the Oblast communities and provides the stark choice an Adaman must face. Should income be invested to make all in the community richer, or should warriors be paid to fight and defend the motherland? We'll see. In a normal society, absolutely you would want to invest in the future. Oh, this just gives him an ability. So if it didn't just give an ability, this would be the smarter choice just for because Kislev has to defend its the borders constantly from kind of just ravenous crazies. But I guess we'll just go for invest in the future then, because 5% more income. Blood money it is. Cautious of overextending the coffers, this Adaman believes in saving to invest. He indeed does.
Without Kislev, the old world is lost.
And they'd better know it. Going out after the scaling would be a good idea when they're caught up elsewhere. Also dealing with the Sarl encampment is something we need to do. How many more heroes can we have? 3 patriarchs? So what if we just need 245? They're very cheap. Does anyone want to make any quick deals? Quenelle has a nice emblem. I don't know if I've seen them in a long time, and this might be a different one just because of
by the right granted from the Lady of the Lake.
I don't know why they have a different emblem, because we don't have any mods that would change that. I have spoken with the devoted of the goddess. Alright, well, I think that's just enough gold we need to recruit us a patriarch. Orthodoxy wants a military alliance? Sold.
What do you ask of the supreme?
Oh, your cash. And you know what? What's great is I'm going to go ahead and see about putting in that outpost now in the help it. And that gives us a fair, actually decent bit of units that we can just grab for no gold. So we'll spend the 2k there, and we'll grab us a couple of patriarchs. Coming in at rank 1. Did I have something that made them higher rank over at Erengrad? I did, however we don't have the building to actually recruit them. Well, isn't that just a bundle of sticks? Let's do it. We'll go ahead and throw in the Judicator. Yes, quite. Timur, welcome. I thought his name was Timur. Why is he Arcady? Oh, I completely dyslexia that one. That makes sense. We'll go ahead and grab Maxim Pronin as well. We'll basically just bring these patriarchs up to scout out the mountains for us.
Must first be observed. This is Ursun's plan.
This is indeed. Right, Max, you are going from the other direction.
First, we offer.
I don't know what's your problem, but alright, we'll do that next turn then.
Chosen Družina.
Alright, sweet. Lord not moved.
Shiver in atonement.
Shiver in atonement. Lair of the Troll King, I'm going to go ahead and throw in the Orthodoxy Shrine. We could go for the more growth, but I don't think growth matters as much as just beating Kastalton to the end of the race here. 6 extra control at all provinces, 9 more leadership, 6% more speed, and then we automatically get to confederate Kastalton. And we get to gain a pretty powerful not Aurora, but another powerful legendary lord. He's talking about Alexander that hasn't been moved. Let's go ahead and rotate up to the Tower of Croc here. And try to, at least we can get eyes on the Sarl encampment and see about taking it down sooner rather than later. Oh, we're taking some attrition. And such is the way.
We must protect nature's boundaries.
Alright, well the Fecundites are no more, which is good to see. At least one of our foes from the south here has been stamped out, so the Empire looks like it is very secure here. Even Marienburg's doing fine for itself. Perfect. Need to go after the Tower of Torment. Norskins must pay the price for their worship of ruin. Hands up here. Looks like Boris is gone. So unfortunately, old Pop didn't make it. He doesn't tend to.
Defy chaos.
Alright, so since they didn't take back Krokatrak, and all of the rest of the Chaos armies are just running to the seas, we should go ahead and take Krokatrak for the dwarves here.
Follow the frosts.
I'm actually going to come into an ambush into this section of mountain to try to lure some of them back onto the ground. And even if they come after Krokatrak, we can at least take those armies down out in the open. Either way, we'll take back Krokatrak and give it over to Malachi, who actually doesn't have any settlements at all anymore. Well, it may be too late on Malachi. It's unfortunate. Alright, Throg is rocking 2 Mammoth, 3 Famir.
My schedule is already replete.
Is it now? Alright, well, let's jump back into that
Like the
ambush.
huntsman of the Oblast.
Stay in friendly
lead,
territory
you
here. We got a
follow.
90% chance to actually succeed if they do sneak their way up this direction here. We'll grab the blessing discs. Lucian, you were
Defender
being
of
useless.
Kislev.
Come out here and do something. It's really weird how the AI, when it is
Leadership
friendly units,
is
just
my
doesn't do
duty.
anything at all. But when it is friendly units for the for the enemy, they work together. It's bizarre.
Tzarina ready.
Evan's fine.
Follow me to glory.
He's being a sneaky boy.
For the glory of Kislev.
Maxim,
Make camp and bring me a drink.
bring me a drink. Go ahead and swap back over to the relief columns just to drop that recruitment cost by
Commander
10%
of
more,
the
and we'll wait
soldiery.
one more turn before doing that, just so we're not spending any kind of huge gold here.
Of the great orthodoxy.
Get moving there, brother.
Priest of the great
Maxim can come join with Alexander here.
Replenish.
Replenish. 100 to repair and 300 to repair. We'll go ahead and fix that up then. I'll save the rest of our gold
Mistress of Ice.
for some actual recruitment here next turn with Maxim. I got some police coming on by, so you might hear sirens in the background, but we'll play on through as if nothing's going on. Let's go grab the merchant traders. I said I wanted to save for some actual units, so we will actually do that.
Right to rule. Baron of the Motherland.
Go ahead and drop into an ambush, and we'll snooch our way up this direction. Looks like the Sarl encampment, while upgraded, has not been... because there's no new units here, no new lords, so we can come up there and stamp out that herdstone very quickly. Definitely necessary. Alright, back to Katarin.
Only I keep Kislev.
Who hasn't been moved?
secure.
Maxim. He's doing fine.
Go
Leave
with
him alone.
caution.
And turn.
The ice. My pulks are at your service.
What are you waiting for? The end times? To battle. Against the Sarl, huh? They're defeating you at the moment. I can't join you yet. I'm sorry. Soon. Alright, the Cool have been ambushed by Katarin. Perfect and a beautiful battle for us to start off the next episode with. So, we have a slaughter for Bastian, the Nightbane, who has never met himself a giant worm made entirely of ice. I think I just noticed this thing has her throne has the onion bulbs on it as well. That's awesome. Well, that's all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Tzarina Katarin campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for this up there. I'll see you all in the next one.